Now begins the flag hoisting. We'll raise the American flag first. Mayor Carter. I'd appreciate if everybody stands up because today we will have no excuse not to be able to sing American anthem. Does everybody have a piece of paper that tells you the words? Okay, and we'll follow by Indian national anthem with flag hoisting. And Indian flag hoisting, and I'm going to listen to how loud the national anthem is.
Continuing that long relationship between India Association of Minnesota and the city of St. Paul. We are excited in St. Paul, and we are excited in Minnesota, and we have many of our state's leaders here with us today. Please give them a round of applause as well. We are excited to build a future in our city and in our state that truly works well for all of us. Do you know we in Minnesota have a whole lot of proud traditions to be proud of. We are an education state. We're a home ownership state. We are a low unemployment state. We have so many wonderful things to be proud of. But too often, those incredible things about Minnesota don't make it into our communities of color. Changing that and building a city that works for all of us starts with building an economy that really celebrates and welcomes the fact that we're all here. That starts with events like India Fest. Here today, we are building community. We are celebrating our Indian community that exists here in Minnesota. We are supporting incredible local businesses. I've got a whole list of things I want to try before I leave here today. and we're connecting with both our elected officials in this state and incredible nonprofit organizations that serve this state. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this important work, this important community, St. Paul, and a part of Minnesota's story as we build our city, our metropolitan area, and indeed our entire state for a future that works well for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, our next is Congressional District 3, Congressman Eric Paulson. He will address us just for a minute.
Well, welcome and namaskar. It's great to be with you here today, celebrating India Fest again, and following on the mayor's heels, I want to recognize all the state leaders and those of you who, all of us who know, you're a valued part of our community. And today we get to celebrate the rich heritage and the culture and the diversity of India. And having traveled to India several times myself, I can say it's one of my favorite places to visit. I hope someday my girls will have the opportunity to travel there as well. And we're also celebrating the 50,000 plus Indian Asians who now call Minnesota home. And I know that other relatives and family members and opportunities to bring folks home will be strong, and strong opportunities in the future to make sure they also know Minnesota is a great place to live and work and raise a family. So please know we always have an open door, whatever we can do to make your opinions known, your opportunities strong here in Minnesota. We have an open door. Don't hesitate to reach out. Have a wonderful day. Congratulations to the leaders of India Fest and India Association of Minnesota. I wish you the best on a beautiful day.
Thank you, Congressman Erickson. You are with us again. So I know I should have to remind everybody that this is election year, so we want to make sure that we get out and vote. Let your friends know, relatives know, everybody else know too. I normally follow a protocol about who gets to get next, but I think I'll start with my closest partner here. We'll start with Plymouth, not Eden Prairie, although I am from Eden Prairie, but I'm being nice. So we'll start with Representative Anderson, who represents Plymouth.
Thank you, Shanti. Thank you for the invitation. To Shanti and the board, they do an excellent job every single year with this event. I've been had the honor of coming before, and I always enjoy this event with my family. So thank you so much for being here. I do want to say so much. I appreciate the rich culture and history and heritage that the India community has. And I welcome anybody, if you have any feedback on state legislative issues, please reach out to me. Shanti and the board knows how to get a hold of me, so recommend that you do that. And just thanks for letting me be part of your culture today. And thanks for being a part of Minnesota. You are an integral part of our community as Minnesotans. And just encourage you to bring more of your family here to the state of Minnesota, because we appreciate everything that you do for our state and its economy. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. I'm Sandra Mason, and I'm the state representative from District 51A, which is most of Eagan, west of 35E, and all of northern Burnsville. And it's a distinct privilege and pleasure to be here. In our district, we have so many people from India. Some have lived there for generations, and many are still coming to participate in the businesses that we have in our area. Again, wishing you all a great day, and thank you so much for being here and inviting me.
Representative Kelly Fenton.
Thank you so much. I am Representative Kelly Fenton, and I represent the great city of Woodbury. So give a hand for Woodbury. And Woodbury was recently listed as the #1 best city to live in the state of Minnesota.
Really?
By Wallet
Not
Hub.
Eden Prairie?
Yes, yes. And let me tell you why. Because of our great education system. Because we have low unemployment. We we have high health and safety, but most importantly, because of you, the community. This means absolutely nothing without you being a part of that community. So I am so proud to represent each and every one of you. And I want to tell you something that you may not know about me is that my family actually lived for 3 years in India, in Chennai. So the Indian culture and heritage is very special to me. So thank you. I'm proud to be here.
Thank you, Representative. And my House of Representative, Lori Pryor.
Thank you, Shanti. Well, thank you all for being here today. And this is another my return visit. And it's every time I come back, I'm more in awe of the beauty and the diversity that I see here, and appreciate that so much. This is an election year, and I want to talk about an experience I had when I was out campaigning, talking to people door to door. I met a couple that had just immigrated recently and had become citizens of the United States, and they were going to be voting. And very exciting to vote. And I got to speak to them as their state representative and talk about that experience of the vote that would be coming up. And one thing they shared with me is they said, turns out this is the best place in the world. That's how excited they were. They lived in Eden Prairie, so sorry Woodbury, but that was their opinion, I guess. But I could understand that opinion. And so we are so honored and grateful that people from all over the world are choosing here, and they're choosing to move here, and they're choosing to stay here. So thank you all for coming and for the celebration.
Senator Kent.
Thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you for yet another wonderful day celebrating India Fest here in St. Paul at the Capitol. I've had the privilege and the honor of being here with you. I believe this is maybe my 5th time to do this, and it is an incredible gathering. So much to celebrate, so many wonderful people to celebrate. I also represent the great city of Woodbury, as well as parts of the great cities of Maplewood and Oakdale. And I work with Representative Fenton, and I also work with Representative